All right, well, today is August 20th, 2023, Sunday, 6 p.m. We have a temperature of 67 degrees here in the foothills of Los Angeles. The relative humidity is 99%. The dew point is 67 degrees, and we have a barometric pressure of 29.47 or 998 millibar. All right, so all day today, starting at about 7:10 a.m. is when the rain began here. So far, up until right now, we've got about 1 3/4 inches, just a hair over that. So it's been raining steady pretty much all day, off and on, sometimes a little harder, sometimes a little less. But looking here at the Doppler map, we can see what's happening. The transmitter out near Edwards Air Force Base, which is KEYX, you can see the far-reaching capability of that transmitter. It's actually sawing off the these heavy cells right here over the Ventura County area near Santa Paula, and out along the the 126 that hooks up with the Interstate 5 here. That's a nice drive all the way out to Ventura. Anyway, we can see here, this WSR88D has quite an effect on the precipitation around the Central California area, carving up the precipitation, evaporating it with the microwave, high power microwave capability there. And down here we see the Santa Ana transmitter, which is KSOX in the Santa Ana Mountains between Corona and Irvine. You can see that there, right atop that mountain there. And we see the evaporation pattern there, the pie-shaped cutout. So yes, weather manipulation is real. Satellites with, high power laser and microwave is all doable. It's been happening for decades. This is how we communicate with spacecraft and so forth. We use microwave, and certainly lasers are part of the mix as well. Lasers have been part of the Department of Defense for decades, since the 1960s. So I've had to deal with a couple of shills on the channel that are challenging the truthfulness of what we're talking about here, basically saying that weather manipulation is a conspiracy theory. Now, I left their comments up for a brief time, but usually I don't have the patience to deal with people that are talking like that. So, and dealing with the other weather channels on YouTube, I won't call you goons. That was probably not appropriate, but certainly you're ignoring the evidence of what's going on with our weather. That's not tolerable. That's just not tolerable. And so we don't like it, and we're reporting what we see and what we know exists. And if you don't like it, take a hike, go to a different channel, and we'll catch you later. Okay, that's it. So let's take a look at some of the other stuff going on. National Hurricane Center, we see Hilary there. 50-mile-an-hour winds they're reporting, 997 millibar, moving north at 23 miles per hour. Now, we've not had any wind all day, or any wind yesterday. There was maybe just a slight little, normal breeze in the afternoon yesterday before I posted the video from yesterday, but no wind today of any kind. It's just dead still outside, and just no wind. That's all I can tell you. It's very strange. Of course, we saw the hurricane disintegrate right here off of Baja, and that's not due to warm water. There was a guy that was laughing and making silly remarks about talking about this hurricane going over colder water, and that was the reason it disintegrated. Well, no, that's not the reason. We saw in a previous video what happened to Hurricane Fernanda going right along near Hawaii, right around 17 degrees north. I just posted that video. You can go take a look at that. I'm not going to sit here and try to explain to somebody who's obviously trying to undermine the effort But we all know what's going on, and that's why the mainstream media doesn't, they don't show us the satellite maps. They're showing us cartoon maps. There's a reason for that. I've said that over and over again. Okay. Here's a useful map. If you want to convert from millibar to inches, you can just follow this chart. This is on pcwp.com. It's a conversion table. It's kind of an easier way to do it rather than having to punch it on a calculator. Okay. Anyhow, this is the long wave infrared map, and we can see the remnants of Hilary here just drifting through California, and there's no rotation. And we see right here this dry area following that low pressure, which is trying to rebuild, but you can see the little path that this transmitter is following to ensure that there is no further development over California. And you can see that right here. There's a dry area that just follows that former eye wall, what's left of the low pressure center. They're following that right along there, and you can see that. Let me see if I can turn the contrast down just a bit. So there it is. I appreciate all of the comments about our family member. That's one thing I should have mentioned a couple of videos back. I really appreciate that. That's great. And, things are working out. And the people that were wondering about what we're using, I posted a link to those comments. So things are going well. And, yeah, I don't have any patience for these people that are going along to get along, and that's what I'm talking about. The weather channels, the guys on YouTube that I've mentioned already, they're going along to get along, and they're ignoring and making excuses for lots of things, and that's not acceptable. If we're going to clean this up, then we're going to have to just come clean and talk about what's right in front of our faces, since nobody else is doing it. So that's all I'm going to say. If you don't like what I'm saying, then just get out, go somewhere else. Here's the surface map for today. We can see Tropical Storm Hilary indicated over there, right on the edge. And there's a few lows scattered around the California, Nevada area. And we have this is the 500 millibar map. Right here we see a couple of closed lows over California and Baja California right there. And the 300 millibar map. Here's another shot of the 500 millibar map. We see that low right over Central California. But yeah, this storm was not as impressive as I thought it might be at the outset. Once we saw what was going on the satellite maps, it became kind of clear that this was not going to be too much of a rainmaker, too deadly. The weather.com app is indicating that the worst is yet to come. Well, we'll see about that. But you can see here that there's just no rotation. There's just a lot of moisture, which is concentrated mostly over Los Angeles and Southern California. Right here we can see that again, that's that WSR-88D, just east of Edwards Air Force Base, which again is KEYX, and it has far-reaching consequences. And once again, the people that I've already mentioned on YouTube, and also, of course, on the mainstream media, they never show these maps, and they never explain what these pie-shaped cutouts are for. Or, there's just no acknowledgement. So there it is. We're showing what nobody else will show and discuss. Okay. That's going to be it.